Welcome everyone to Doga Yoga. Today we're doing a beautiful flying flow class. So something beautiful, energizing, airy, light and quick to get our blood going and really connect with the air element. So really connecting with our breath. We're going to feel light and empowered and flowy with each movement. So we're going to start in seated today. You don't need any props explicitly, but as you know, I'm a big lover of straps and blocks. So grab anything that you need to bring the ground closer to you or make your arms longer. So place one hand on one knee, one hand on the other, melt the shoulder blades down the back and connect with that beautiful air element. Connect with our breath. So inhale, start to feel the belly, the ribs, the collarbones expand. Feel yourself grow taller. And exhale, feel all the air go. Feel that energy you're releasing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Feel yourself grow taller on your inhale. Feel the shoulder blades melt down to the back. Feel the abdomen lengthen and the core activate. You might even lean back a little bit. Feel that beautiful straight line from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. Find that length. Find that strength with the rise and fall of your breath. Now on our next inhale, we're going to take a big arm circle all together, up overhead, fingertips touch. And exhale, bring our hands back down to heart center. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Take one more big arm circle up overhead. Hold our fingertips here, shoulder blades down the back, core activate. I really want us to take time to really activate the abdominals, feel them engage and create a beautiful straight line from the tailbone all the way to the tops of our fingertips. So melt the shoulder blades down the back, squeeze the biceps in towards one another. Feel yourself grow taller on your inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, we'll grow taller once more. And exhale, we're going to send this left hand down beside us. Inhale, reach our right hand over, coming into a beautiful side body stretch. So lengthen on our inhale, gaze goes high towards our armpit, and we soften and release. Flow here for a few breaths, just moving, waking up the body, connecting with our air element today. Now on our next inhale, we're going to gently push into that hand, rise ourselves back up, reach the fingers high, shoulder blades down the back. The neck is long, so our gaze isn't down, it isn't up, it's right in front of us. Chuck that chin just slightly so you can feel that beautiful length and breathe. When we're ready, we'll inhale, lengthen once more, and we're going to send this right hand down beside us, reaching over with the left. Gaze goes up. We're opening up the chest here rather than collapsing down, opening up and stretching this whole side body. Ground this left hip down as we breathe, finding length and strength on your inhale. And exhale, find the opposite, find that balance, that little bit of surrender and release. Inhale and exhale. Our breath is the ultimate balance. It is continually practicing the art of bringing in the new and letting go of the old. So if you feel like you are ever stuck in one place, you can't change, then connect with your breath, connect with your air element today. When we're ready, we're going to inhale, reach our fingertips high, send our shoulder blades down the back, and exhale, send our hands in front of us, come over into our tabletop position. Knees and hips in alignment, wrists and shoulders in alignment. On our next inhale, drop our belly, open up our chest into cow, really savor that sensation. And exhale, navel to spine, chin to chest, cat. Really push away, round out, widen the shoulder blades. Inhale, open up the heart, open up the belly, gaze forward to cow. And exhale to cat. Practice here moving with the breath. Let it be your timer. And don't try and force it. Just flow with the length of each inhale and exhale. Practicing the art of bringing in the new and letting go of the old. In our breath, there is no room for anything to weigh us down. There is no way with our breath that we can hold on to old air, hold on to old oxygen, hold on to old toxins that doesn't serve us. So feel weightless today. Allow yourself to feel light and airy, creating space with our breath to bring in the new and getting rid of what is weighing us down. Now, when you're ready, come back to neutral. Inhale, find length in the spine. Tuck our tailbone under, toes under, core is on, and exhale, push the hips up and away into our first downward facing dog. So I want us to really bend the knees here. We're warming up the body still. Chest is going towards the thighs, shoulder blades melt down the back. And breathe here. Inhale, finding length. And exhale, softening. Inhale. And exhale. One more big, beautiful inhale. And release. On our next inhale, we're going to bend our knees super generously, send our gaze forward to our hands, really pull back the hips. And exhale, we're slowly going to walk our feet towards our hands, coming into our forward fold. Inhale, we're going to try and lengthen the spine as much as we can. And exhale, surrender. Let the crown of the head melt towards the earth and just release. Connect with your breath here. Notice the sensations, the rise and fall. When you're ready, I'd like you to wrap your arms around your elbows. Really let yourself release. Relax the neck, the shoulders, the jaw. The legs are still active. The feet are still pushing into all four corners. But the upper carriage, the upper body is releasing. Now you might like to stay here. If you'd like to go on with your breath, with your air, rock side to side, moving at your own pace. Your breath is your timer today. That can be deep and slow, fast. There is no right or wrong. Just move with your body, meet it where it's at today. When we're ready, we'll come back to stillness, release our elbows, place our hands on our shins. Inhale, find a length in the spine, just a little bit, not a full halfway lift, but just a little bit. And exhale, really release. Inhale, we're going to bend our knees super generously, navel towards the spine, and roll on up vertebra by vertebra to standing. You'll feel your hands touch your shins, your knees, your thighs. Come up into standing, big arm circle all together, up overhead, fingertips touch. And back to heart center. Inhale, find length and soften. Inhale and exhale. Just 2 more breaths, really connecting with that air element before we start our Vinyasa flow today. And our next inhale, take a beautiful big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. Exhale, hands wide, hinge at the hips, come into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, tops of the fingertips or tops of the knees, depends how warm you are. And exhale, fold forward. Knees can be super bent, they can be straight, whatever feels good for you. When we're ready, we're going to plant our hands down in front of our feet, step one foot back and then the other into plank. Now, option for knees here. Wherever we are, we're going to hold for 5 breaths, creating heat and energy in the breath, and notice how it changes. Inhale, find length and soften. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And on our next exhale, we're gently going to lower the chest down with control, touching the earth. And tuck the toes, Press into the hands and rise the chest up on our inhale into our cobra. And exhale, lower. We're going to press into the ground with our hands. Send our hips towards our heels. Tap our forehead towards the earth. And just release here for 3 deep, beautiful breaths. Filling up and softening. Filling up and softening. Filling up and release. On our next inhale, find length in the spine, push into the toes and hands. And exhale, send the hips up and away into our second downward facing dog. 2 breaths, find length and soften. Find length and let go. Inhale, bend our knees, look towards our hands, pull back. Step up into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend our knees generously, push into all 4 corners of the feet and roll on up, vertebra by vertebra. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. Back to heart center. 2 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. We'll go again. 1 big inhale, up overhead, fingertips touch. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips, ground of the head towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the tops of the knees or the fingers, push away, flat back. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back to plank. Now we want to hold here for 5 deep, beautiful breaths. Finding length and strength on our inhales and the shoulder blades down the back, core is on. Tuck the tailbone, push the heels away. And exhale, lower down to the ground, chaturanga. And tuck the toes, press into the tops of the toes, the hips and hands. Hello, Papa. Come up into cobra. And exhale, lower. Hello, Baba. Press into the hands, come into your child's pose. Tap your forehead on your inhale. And exhale, we're going to make our way up into our downward facing dog on our exhale. 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. I need my ponytail back, please. Inhale. And exhale. And our next inhale, bend our knees generously, look towards our hands, pull back. And we're going to take lots of little steps up into our forward fold, navigating around a puppy. Inhale, find length, halfway lift, push into the tops of the knees. And exhale, fold. Bend the knees generously, push into the feet, roll on up vertebra by vertebra. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. And back to heart center. 2 deep, beautiful breaths here. Inhale, fill the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And exhale, release. When we're ready, take 1 more big inhale, arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. And going once more, a bit quicker this time. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend our knees, plant our hands, step or jump back to plank, holding for 5 breaths. 4 breaths. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. And 1 breath. And when we're ready, lower down, chaturanga. And tuck the toes, press into the tops of the toes, the hips and hands, the kisses coming into cobra. And exhale, lower. Make your way into your child's pose. Tap the forehead towards the earth on your inhale. Really feel that lower back release. And come on up into our downward facing dog. Really take the moment to fill up the body. Feel the air. And soften. Inhale. And exhale. When we're ready, bend our knees, look towards our hands, pull back and step forward into our forward fold. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. When we're ready, push into our feet, roll on up, vertebra by vertebra. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. And back to heart center. 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now when we're ready, we're going to come into our eagle pose. So very, very apt for a beautiful flying flow today. We're going to push into our right foot. Just lift our left toes up to start with. So our hands can be on our hips. I want us to just balance here. Find grounding down, but also that weightlessness, that lightness in the body. Feels like we can just take off on our mat. That's my foot and tickles. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, focus on that grounding and that beautiful lightness. And soften. When we're ready, take one big inhale all together, up overhead, fingertips touch. And exhale, take our hands wide. So our palms are pushing towards the side of the room. Our fingers are facing high. We're going to come into our eagle arms. So opposite knee to arm, our right hand is going to go underneath our left elbow. Cross the hands over here. Send the shoulder blades down the back. Find length. Fill up the belly, the ribs, the collarbones. And soften. One beautiful breath and release. When we're ready, we're going to pick up these left toes, or you can keep them on the ground, and cross our left knee over our right, bending that right knee. So you might just stay here. You might be able to wrap this foot around the calf. Let's see how I go with the puppy playing with me. Inhale, find length, and sink the hips a little deeper into our beautiful eagle pose. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath here, really straightening the spine, shoulder blades down the back, core is active. And when we're ready, we're going to unravel the arms. Send this left foot to the left. We might just have the toes on the ground coming into, or lift them high, coming into a one-footed star pose. Inhale, find length and soften. Reach in all directions. And soften. Now the option one here, there's my ankle and that really tickles, is to just send these left toes towards the back of the room, hands going forward. So you might just stay here. Or if you'd like to, bend this right knee a little, kick this left hand high and come, heel high I should say, and come into our warrior three. Finding length and softening. Finding length and softening. Now when we're ready, we're all going to step this left foot behind us, coming into our crescent lunge. So option here to come down onto that back knee, pat it out, really find our comfy space. And also to just really find our airy breath here. Inhale, fill up the belly with beautiful light and space. And exhale, soften. Inhale. And exhale. One more big, beautiful inhale. And exhale. Now in our next inhale, we're going to find length. And on our next exhale, we're going to come into our arrow pose. So send our fingertips behind us. The crown of the head faces forward. Inhale, sweep the hands forward and up. Come back into our crescent lunge. And exhale into our arrow. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale, strong. Find your airy, beautiful flow. And exhale. We're going to rise and up into our crescent lunge, open up the body, feel beautiful space and energy. And exhale, we're going to bring this left elbow across our right knee, coming into our Pravita Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Inhale, find length and revolve. Inhale and exhale. Take one more big, beautiful breath and exhale. Frame our front foot and we're going to go through our flow. So plank, chaturanga, and tuck the toes, come up into cobra. And exhale, lower. Make our way into our child's pose on our inhale. Tap the forehead towards the earth. And exhale, send the hips up and away into our downward facing dog. Eat 2 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On our next inhale, bend our knees, look towards our hands. Tail for my ponytail. Pull the hips back, and we're going to walk on into our fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in the spine. And exhale, fold, little crocodile. Bend to the knees, press into the feet, roll on up, vertebra by vertebra. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. And back to heart center. Inhale. and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to come into our eagle arms on the other side, press into our left foot. Activate that glute, really ground down, and then just lift these right toes up. Play here. You might be getting eaten by a puppy. See how you go. When we're ready, we're going to take a big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. And exhale, send the palms wide to reach them towards the side of the room. Inhale, we're going to wrap the arms around one another, left elbow underneath the right. Send the shoulder blades down the back, find length and sink. Send the hips back and away. Inhale, pick up that right leg, cross it over our left knee, wrap it around our left thighs and breathe. Find your flying flow here. Find your length, find your strength. You can do it. When we're ready, we're going to unravel. Send the foot towards the side of the room. Reach the hands high and breathe. Now you can just send these toes towards the back of the room, being here, or you can lift this heel high, hands forward, coming into our warrior three. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. When we're ready, we're all going to step this right foot back, coming into our crescent lunge and breathing here for 3 deep, beautiful breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Take one more big inhale and exhale, coming into our arrow. Inhale, sweep the hands high and up with control. Fill up the body with air. And exhale, release the air. Let go of anything old that doesn't serve us today. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Come on up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Sweep the hands high, lengthen this right arm especially. And exhale, bring that right elbow over our left knee, Pravita Parsvakonasana. Inhale, find length and revolve. Find length and revolve. Take one more big inhale and exhale, frame our front foot and go through our flow. Plank, chaturanga, cobra, or you can take your upward facing dog. And exhale, lower. Press into the hands and the hips behind us into our child's pose. Tap our forehead towards the earth. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. One more big breath. Inhale. And exhale. Take a lengthening inhale. And exhale, come up into our downward facing dog. Finding length and softening. Length and softening. On our next inhale, bend our knees, look towards our hands, pull back and step up into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Bend our knees generously, roll on up, vertebra by vertebra. Big arm circle up overhead, fingertips touch. Back to heart center. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. When we're ready, take our feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Toes out, heels in, and sink the hips down into our yogic squat. Now we might be just sinking down a millimeter, we might be on the toes, hands in front. Really just finding our way here, that is fine. But if you can get the heels down, the elbows into the knees and hands into heart center, open up the collarbones. Don't collapse into our chest, creating lack of space for our air. We want to really keep this lightness in our body. So inhale, lengthen and soften. Inhale and exhale. Take one more big, beautiful inhale and release. Let the hands come forward, the hips go back, one leg go wide, and then the other. And we're going to fold forward. So find a length on our inhale and exhale, fold. Now we might lean forward a millimeter. We might just come onto the forearms. We might be able to get the forehead towards the earth. Just find what feels good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take a few breaths here just to focus on letting go of the weight. Letting go of the heaviness. Allow it to melt out of the body. And on each inhale, bring in something new. Bring in healing. Bring in energy. Bring in forgiveness. Bring in joy. Bring in strength. Bring in optimism. Bring in love. You could let go of anything that might be holding us down. It might be thoughts of self-doubt. Letting go of thoughts of self-deprecation. Thoughts that we're not good enough. Thoughts of anger and hate. Thoughts of sadness. Thoughts of fear. Let go of what's weighing you down, often from our past, to make beautiful, airy space in the body. Leave this class feeling light and energized as the breeze that flows all around us every day. It's a constant cycle. It's the cycle of life, always letting go of what doesn't serve us and bringing in the new. We can see this in the constant rise and fall of our breath. And already gently walk our hands in. Come up into seated and just bring our feet in together. Soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Grab our feet, find the length in the spine and just coming into our butterfly pose. So shoulder blades melt down the back. The core is still active. Inhale, finding length. And exhale, melt the knees away, really getting into the inner thighs and releasing. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Oh, hello, Papa. One more big inhale and release. We're going to make our way onto our backs in our own time. Yes, we are. So bring our knees together and just roll on down. I'm going to do this with Merlin, being very active at the moment. Just woke up after a nap. Roll on down, take our time. Bring one knee into our chest and then the other and just give ourselves a gentle hug here. Rock side to side. Massaging out the lower back and with our breath, just letting go of any tension. Letting go of any clenching, letting go of any holding on. When ready, send one leg long and then the other. And just wriggle. Let go of the tension with our breath. Let go of the tension in our ankles, our toes, our calves, our thighs. You might even like to add your arms into this as well. This is very exciting for you, puppy. And just release. Come on down to the mat. Find a place of stillness. Find a place of softness. Everything is still, but that rise and fall of your breath. Connect with your air element in your savasana today. Practicing the art of bringing in new energy. And exhaling, letting go. And already we're gently going to send our arms up overhead. Inhale, fill up the body with great energy. And exhale, just roll on over to a side that suits you, opening up your eyes and just noticing the space. Noticing the air all around us, connecting with our skin. Notice the connection to the earth. the sights and smells around you, the puppies niggling at your fingertips. And when we're ready, we're gently going to rise on up into a seated position in our own time. And we'll take a couple of breaths here, just centering, just relaxing. And when we're ready, we'll take one big arm circle all together, up overhead, fingertips touch. And exhale back to heart center. Sending you lots of love and gratitude, beautiful yogis. Namaste.